so many great stories from families that have met in Toronto to be at this series, and fathers and sons, sisters and daughters telling their stories about lifelong Mariners fandom, all coming to a great culmination tonight with a second win in this series. Here's a few fans we spoke with.
At what point in the game did you kind of know something special was happening?
You know, after a couple 3-run home runs, Julio really stepped up, and then Jorge Polanco.
Yeah, no, I would actually have to say as soon as Julio hit the 3-run dinger in the first, because he's been ice cold.
Woo is kind of what's going through my mind, right? The Mariners fever in Seattle is just such a high. It's so great.
And then we met Chris and Ian Riley. They say they spent a pretty penny to meet up in Toronto for this series. They don't live in Seattle anymore, but Chris grew up a lifelong Mariners fan. The two of them had a serious bonding experience this weekend.
This has been spent the last 2 days here. It's been one of the greatest Mariner experiences ever from a lifelong fan who watches every single game that I can watch. So we met up in Toronto just to see the Mariners play.
Most of the stories we share are usually stories of misery, rooting for this team, so it's good to be on the winning end, and I'm just happy to be here with my dad, watching the Mariners win. Go Himps!
Dude, I love that, dude.
Chris went on to say he still hasn't told his wife how much he spent on the tickets to get the two of them here. But they said they also had a great Thanksgiving Day. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. Mariners fans, the ones leaving thankful today. In Toronto, Jake Wittenberg, King 5 News.
All of us are crying.
Jake Wittenberg is making people cry out there. That's crazy. Incredible.
So actually, that was kind of controversial in our newsroom. Some people were like, why are they crying? It's not like they won the World Series yet.
Well, it wasn't just that. He was talking about it was special to be there with his dad also.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just about the Mariners themselves, but a lot of people telling stories of back in 2001, they went, as a kid, and now they're going again with their dads, which is pretty cool.
It's nostalgic. I think that's where the
I think I get that. There's been just a lot of videos of just people just outright bawling. It was just like,
hey, diehard sports fans understand.
Yeah. The only thing is, I shed a single tear for my Brew Crew after they lost to the Dodgers. So remember, M's up 2-0.
Only game one.
Yeah,
only game one.
M's up 2-0 in the ALCS. Dodgers up 1-0 in the NLCS.
All right.
That game is later today.